Hey guys, so I'm back again doing another makeup tutorial on this eye look. I hope you guys enjoy it. I realized last time I didn't have an intro in my video. I did record it, I just forgot to put it in when I was editing, but this is the look. I meant to zoom out, not unfocused. So that's the look. If you want to see how I did it, then keep on watching. Okay, so for this look I'm going to be using the MAC Prep and Prime 24-Hour Extend Eye Base. And I just got this actually the other day and I really like it. Just going to put that all over my eye from the lash line to the brow bone. Okay, so hopefully this video isn't all over, but I'm going to start out with a deep, it's like kind of like a warm reddish tint brown. It's going to be difficult showing you guys these colors, but it's this color right here. It has that little white mark next to it. Also, just for future reference, this is the black I'm going to use also in this palette, and then I'll show you the other colors I'm going to use in the other palette. The brush I'm using is a Real Techniques Deluxe Crease Brush. So I'm going to start that on the outer corner in the crease area and kind of bring it in. I'm going to clean off my brush on like a rag and then continue to bring it in. I'm going to pick up a little bit more. Okay, so for the rest of the colors, I'm going to be going between, these are all Morphe colors by the way, this color right here and this color up here. So the ones that have like the two little white marks next to it. For now, I'm just going to use a crease brush. This one is a Coastal Scents. It's the BR 250, but just any kind of crease brush. And I'm going to use the darker shade from what I just showed you. And I'm going to just use that on the very top edge of that. This one's just a little bit more warmer. Then I go in with that light shade, which kind of just pulled that color, not pulled it, it just made it lighter. I am working up into my eyebrow, but I will clean that up in a second. So now I'm going to be taking a nude color. I'm using a nude color from that palette, but it doesn't really matter what color you use. And this is what I'm going to clean up. I'm going to put it right in that arch and kind of blend out what I just did. And you're probably going to notice this side is a lot darker. It's because I do go in with black, but for now I'm going to go into my lid color, which is, I should have showed you guys just a minute ago, but I'm using this really gorgeous green right here. Not even sure if it's going to come up on camera. I'm using this green right here. I'm not sure what brush this is, but I'm just using a flat brush. Now I'm gonna put that right over here. I don't want to cover up where I put the brown, so I'm keeping it that kind of weird shape. And then as I get in towards the center, I'm going to use less product and lightly putting my brush against my lid and bringing it in. so now we're gonna go with black. And like I showed you before, I'm just using the black that's in this palette. And this is the Sigma brush. It is the E30 pencil brush. It's just kind of like a smaller blender. But I'm gonna put that right here in this outer section, the outer V. A little bit. I'm going to leave it like that because I'm going to blend it a lot with the same brush I was just using for that brownish red color. Okay, and I'm noticing that this one has a little bit more of that warm tone brown. So I'm going to pop some more of that right here. And I'm just going to keep this bottom lid clean until I do my cover up. Well, not bottom lid, like my bottom lash line. So for this really gorgeous inner highlight color, I gotta figure out what it's called. I have this stack. This is from Spectrum Cosmetics. But I have this stack, and the one I'm using is called Fairy Dust. And I use just another one of these little brushes. Actually, I lie. I did use a NYX base a little bit just to make sure that really showed up strong. Or not strong, just like really, really opaque. Okay, so now I'm going to take that brush, and it is like a loose pigment. It's really bright, I'm sorry. I don't know if you can see that. And I did pull it on that green just a little bit to make it blend. Now I did eyeliner. That was a favorite. I am using the Wet n Wild H2O proof. This has been my favorite for a couple of years. So I'm just going to quickly speed up this section. Then I always go over with a black and just pat it on that liner. And this is the short shader brush from Sigma. Okay, I know this part looks a mess, but I'm going to clean all that up. But I am going to just shut some of these palettes for now and start doing my foundation. Okay. So before I started my makeup, I used my moisturizer. This is one I make in my shop, but this is not the jar it comes in for my shop. But yeah, I just put that all over my face, which does kind of help. But I did remove some of it because I was actually trying to do a review on the Kat Von D Pastel Goth palette, and I was just having a lot of issues. Let me know if you want to see that review anyway. I can try to do a look again, but I was just having issues with those colors, like a lot. I tried 3 different bases and I just wasn't having a good time. So I basically just put more on because I wiped a lot of it away from cleaning up my makeup. And it does help when I bake. Okay, so I do have a new foundation, but I don't want to try it out today, so I'm just going to stick with my old one, which is the Fit Me. I use 2 different colors, but like I said before, it's not really relevant. And then, well, it's not relevant to tell you because you're a different color. And I use the same brush for 2 different reasons. I can make sure that's the right brush. But I use the e.l.f. powder brush to blend in my foundation. I actually did buy a beauty blender, but I'm going to venture into trying to use that again one day. So I'm just going to apply basically all this to my face, but I'm going to speed this up because it's not really nothing I can really tell you. Okay, I'm back. Not that I was gone, but I'm going to use the Glamiflage by Hard Candy. This is a really light shade. I think this is the lightest one. It's called Light Beige. I could be wrong, but I'm going to use this under my eye. If you ever see me looking over here, it's because I have a monitor, well, a TV, to make sure I stay in focus and I'm in view. And also it really shows a lot of good light. Like I can see that I still have a lot of darkness under there. From far away it looks good. Okay, so I still have a breakout from here, right here. It's gone, it's just still healing. And I have some down here that are not completely gone. I have no clue why I felt the need to talk you through every single breakout, but now you know. So I'm gonna bake a lot under my eyes because like I said, I have to finish under there still. So don't judge me. Okay, so just under my eyes I'm gonna use a smudge brush from e.l.f. which looks exactly the same as the one from Sigma. Let me show you. Except for this one's a little bit thicker. This one's a little bit thicker. This one's a little bit more like compact. But I'm going to use this brush and I'm going to use that brownish red shade that I had in my crease right here. Hopefully I'm in focus. Okay. This is actually my first time using Morphe and I really, really like it. Then I'm going to use that green shade right in here. I'm going to blend it into the brown a bit, and then I will be blending more of that highlight right there. But on the outer corner, I'm going to use the Sigma brush just so I don't, like I always just use black on this brush. And I'm gonna pray that nothing falls out, because sometimes, even though I bake, like I can't get these little specks away. Now I'm going to pick up that highlight color, and that same brush I was using before, so just any kind of like flat brush. Okay, so I'm using the Makeup Revolution, and I personally like these two middle brown shades right here. And no clue what this brush is. Came with like a pack someone gifted me for Christmas. I've been liking this e.l.f. Blush because it's not very pigmented, so it's like easier for me to not pick up a lot. And this is called St. Lucia, and I use this one. That's supposed to be like a contour. So I accidentally did my lips off camera because I didn't realize it stopped recording. I actually don't even know if I did highlight on camera, so let me just show you what I used. If I can find it. I rearranged my drawers and it's like hard finding stuff, but I used Flexitarian from ColourPop. This is like my go-to one. I'm really sorry I didn't show that, or my lips. But for the lips I used NYX Matte, and this is Dark Era. This color is gorgeous. It actually is a lot deeper and more like plummier in person. But here it is. Gorgeous. Okay, I'm impatient. So as you can see, I start with making sure the inner corner is attached, because that's always been my trouble, is getting that to stay. And then I kind of press around and make sure all of it's good. So I think it's in place. I'm gonna put the other one on. I hope you've seen a lot of that eyelash process, because I realized it stopped filming again. But this is the finished look. I'm gonna zoom out. My bangs are a little crazy still, but yeah, I hope you guys enjoy this video. I'm gonna quickly show you like a close-up. Don't mind the eye glue still drying, but I'm gonna quickly show you a close-up of everything, and then that'll be it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and if you have any questions, let me know below. Also, let me know if you ever want to see me do a makeup look where I'm using one palette specifically and no other palettes together. So that's it, guys. Thanks for watching. See ya.